Well, gang, according to that creepy old fortune teller, this is the house where all the local teenage mystery teens have gone missing.
Jeepers, talk about a mystery.
But why would local teens want to visit this old abandoned house in the first place?
I mean, we're ankle deep in old bottles and, mystery fluid. We could probably take a guess.
If we want to solve this case, we should split up and look for clues.
Or not. That sounds like a great way to get us all killed. Or worse, caught up in some stupid Halloween hijinks.
We could definitely search the house faster if we form groups.
Yeah, and get shanked faster. Seriously, have none of you guys ever seen a horror movie?
I think it's a good plan. We'll break into 2 teams and meet back here once we find something.
Oh my god, you people! Alright, fine, but if we're doing this, then I'm going with Lyra.
How come you get to go with Lyra?
Because I think this idea sucks, and compared to the rest of you, Lyra has the least chance of getting trapped, or kidnapped, or falling into some secret passage, or whatever other goofy shit might be lurking in this house.
Aw, thanks, Nev.
Alright, sounds good. Lyra and Neff, you search upstairs, the rest of us will check out the basement. Everybody, meet back here in 10 minutes.
Okay, bye! I'll remember to say something nice at your funeral.
Alright, gang, let's see if we can find some clues about all those disappearances.
Hey, Rig, get a look at this. Old-timey torture devices.
Ooh, spooky. That's a clue.
And check this out, flasks. Maybe for some kind of witch's brew.
Now that's definitely a clue.
And test the coils. Classic mad scientist equipment.
Total clue right there.
Didn't have a these. We're stuff in jars.
Man, we're just swimming in clues.
My sensors aren't picking up anything unusual so far.
Well, of course not. None of us are actual mystery solvers. We're never gonna... Oh, yo! Check it out, Lyra! Scooby-Doo doors, man! I've always wanted to try these! Look, Lyra, I'm here. Now I'm over here. I go through here. And now I'm over here. Oh, what's that? There's monsters on the loose. Better run through here. Oh, no, guess what? Now I'm over here. Oh, that's great. Lyra, you gotta try this. Lyra? Oh, damn it. I knew this would happen.
I wonder what all this rope is for.
That dragon is a clue if I've ever did see one.
Hey, Hardy Boys, guess what?
Did you find a clue?
Nope, but I was right about splitting up. House is haunted. Let's get the fuck out of here.
We can't go yet, Neff. Rig and I are still finding all kinds of mysterious stuff here.
Lyra's missing, and this place gives me the creeps. If we stick around any longer, we're gonna end up missing like her.
Maybe she just wandered off.
Yeah, we haven't noticed anything suspicious.
Oh yeah? Then where's Ellie?
Well, she was right here.
You see, didn't I say this would happen?
I swear, she was just with us a minute ago.
Alright, the door was shut when I came down, so she must have disappeared from inside the basement. Start looking for like a tunnel or a secret door or something.
Hold on, Neff. We're still on the case. We don't want to disturb any evidence.
Who cares, dude? Let's just find Ellie and Lyra and get the hell out of here!
Neff!
Ow! Oh, fuck! Damn it! Ow! Mystery! Ow! Oh, hey guys, you good? Alright, give me a second.
Whoa. Nice going, Neff. An authentic secret passage.
Now this is what I'd call a clue.
Would you guys shut the hell up? Get over here and help me untie these two.
Ugh. Thanks, guys.
What happened to you two?
I got dragged here while you guys were looking for clues. Whoever it was grabbed me from behind, and I couldn't really get a good look at them.
Same thing happened to me.
Alright, well, now that we're all safe, let's get a move on.
The mystery's not over yet, Neff. There's still a maniac on the loose, snatching people up. We've got to find them and put an end to all of this.
Could we not just quit while we're ahead? For once, dude, I don't want to die in every special we're in.
Now that we know what's going on, maybe we could draw the Snatcher out with a little trap of our own.
What do you have in mind?
We'll lure the Snatcher into trying to grab one of us, while the rest hide and wait, ready to pounce, and find out who they really are. We'll need somebody to act as bait, though. But the kidnapper already thinks they've got Ellie and I.
What? What? Oh, you assholes!
Neff. Neff.
Do the line, Neff.
Oh no! My glasses! I've lost my glasses! I can't see anything without my glasses! Won't somebody help me? Where are you guys? I'm so helpless and disoriented.
Now, get him!
Hold still.
He won't stop squirming.
I got his legs!
Yeah, get him! Kick his ass! Take his lunch money!
Phew, good work, team. We caught the teen mystery team snatcher.
Now to find out who's really behind all of those disappearances.
Really? We're gonna... Alright, you know what? Fine, whatever. Gee, you guys, I wonder who it could be!
Sorry. Yeah, I know I'm late. Man, it took me forever to find this stupid dog tag. Alright, what'd I miss? We still solving mysteries?
Hold on, what's happening here?
Well, originally I was gonna be the Fred, but then we all agreed the rig looks better than an ascot, so I decided I'd play Scooby instead. But then Soul was all like, oh, more like Scrappy, so I recast him with Dragon to play the Shaggy role. Then we got Ellie as Daphne, Lyra as Velma, and bam! We got ourselves a full-fledged mystery team.
Yeah, not what I meant. I mean, how can you be over here when you're supposed to be... Wait, I thought I was Velma. I even wore this stupid sweater.
Psh, as if. Lyra's clearly the Velma of the group.
Who am I supposed to be then?
I don't know, you're like some kind of shambling ghoul.
You wanna fucking go, bro?
Both of you, knock it off. We can get to the bottom of this just by checking who's inside the bag.
See, now that's something that a Velma would say.
Now we'll see who's behind this.
Oh, god damn it. Live from Harbor Station, it's the Vector Spaceman Show. Now here's your host, Vector Spaceman.
Hello, Space Cadets! Happy Halloween and Happy Halloween Special! It's your old pal Vector Spaceman. We're back at it again, man, coming to you live from Harbor Station for a spooktacular special tonight as we mark the holiday as well as our first year anniversary streaming on Twitch. Let's head on out here. Let's check out the station, shall we? Zoop, 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 zoop. Hold on a second. Gotta bring me with us. Let's try that again. Wrong button! Whoops! There we go. Doors open. Zoop, zoop, zoop. We're out. Nothing to see here. Nothing alarming. Nothing's going wrong. Everything's working as planned. Welcome to the show, everybody. We'll be talking about what we've accomplished this year tonight, as well as what our plans are for the future, and a special announcement regarding Spaceman himself, all coming up on tonight's program. We're also going to be joined by some special guests to talk about some new initiatives that we're taking part in, friendly faces that many of our Space Cadets will recognize. Now, whether you're tuning in live or after the show, don't you know we appreciate it? Thanks for keeping outer space the place to be as we get ready to start to blast off into another special this evening. If it's your first time tuning in tonight, then welcome aboard. I'm your host, Vector Spaceman, host of this Vector Spaceman show. Kick back, relax, ease into the weekend. We've got plenty of fun stuff in store tonight. Oh, goodness gracious. Music's a little loud? Oh, hold on. Why don't we just turn it down then? How's that? How's that? Or maybe my mic's just a little low. You know what? We gotta shut it all off anyways, because we're done with that. Don't dead open inside. Oh, where's our background music? There we go. Welcome to the show, everybody. Harbor Station is looking sweet tonight. You're absolutely right, Pack. Everybody, I hope you're having a great Saturday. Welcome to the Vector Spaceman Anniversary / Halloween Special. Let's get ourselves organized here. Did we like the opening sketch, you guys? We finally got to do the Scooby-Doo outfits. How are you doing, Vector? I'm doing just fine, Corey. Thanks for tuning in tonight, everybody. You know, we're oh so glad to see all of y'all. Everybody did such a swell job on that first sketch. It was so good. It was so amazing. Oh, thanks so much, you guys. I think, once again, Scene Stealer Neff did such a great job as the Not Velma. Good job, everybody. I love my sweater. Don't listen to the special Neff. Spaceman opening skits are top tier. Well, thank you so much, Azabil. Congrats on a year of amazingness. Vector, thanks so much, Montague. Yes, it's true, you guys. It's not quite Halloween, and technically, it's not quite our streaming anniversary. This is all going to be coming over the next few days. November 1st will be the exact date that marks 1 year, 365 days of Spaceman, but the two are so close together that I thought we'd make an event out of the combined days. That's right, 1 whole year, Dragon. Now, speaking of Halloween themes, you guys, you might have noticed we put a little extra command at the end of the credits for that opening there, and in the title for this stream itself. If people go and put in exclamation mark, a trick or treat, you'll actually get a very special something in the chat. Does anybody want to go and try that out for us? While I take a quick drink. Or I'll do it myself. Here we go. Mana's got it. There we go. You get to enjoy Vector's Peanut Butter Helmet Space Snacks, you guys. Yes, indeed. You know what this is? It's actually a very special sort of Halloween event that was put on by Ellie of the Nova Swarm. It's the trick or treat, you guys. You can get some candy when you write trick or treat in the chat of any of these streaming channels. Nova Swarm, of course, as well as Space Buffoon, Ducky, Grey Devil, Galaxy Jamwitch, Lost Sailor, Nephistopheles, Pomato, Phantasmagoria, and your very own Vector Spaceman, you guys. Yes. Collect them all. There should be 12 in total if 3 count for the Nova Swarm. And look at this. Look at this. Little chocolate spaceman. Don't you just want to devour that? Don't you want to just want to go num 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 num? There it goes, of course. One of our favorite flavors, of course. 1 spaceman for now, 1 for later. Yes, you gotta save it. Or stick it in the freezer. Some people do that too. Even better. Let's go ahead and let's give a big old shout out using that brand new shout out command that I love so much. We're gonna shout out the Nova Swarm, who put so much effort into that little gimmick that we love so much. There we go. Make sure you're following Nova Swarm, you guys. Ellie and Rig and Lyra. Thanks for all your hard work, you guys. Let's put that away. And let's reset ourselves. Zoop, there we go. So, Space Cadets, it's the Halloween special. What have y'all got planned, huh, for the next few coming days? Anybody got some cool Halloween traditions, some parties, some spooky stuff that you get up to? Here's something I was wondering. Maybe you guys can fill me in. What do you think is the worst costume that you've ever seen, or better yet, ever worn? You're gonna rewatch the Vector Spaceman special? Well, hey, nothing wrong with that. Indeed, we'll have this special back up on the YouTube channel in short order after broadcast, so you can watch it at your leisure. Whether you're tuning in live or maybe you're catching it after the show, if you're watching it on YouTube, we're gonna have that up within the next day or two. I wanted to talk about one of the worst costumes I've ever been a part of, because it got me thinking about this when I was considering these questions. Neff says I'm bullying trick-or-treaters. Nice, nice. Probably the worst costume that Spaceman has ever been party to. It was a group costume, and these always tend to be the best, don't they? Or the worst, or the best of the worst. So the worst Spaceman costume that I've ever been in was as part of a trio of, we were dressed up as members of Team Rocket. Anybody remember Team Rocket from the Pokemon series, of course? It was 3 dudes, 3 grown dudes, dressed up as 3 members of Team Rocket. You had myself, I was playing the Jesse character. Then we had another friend of mine who was playing the James character. And then we had this enormous, very tall, very lanky dude dressed up in what can only be described as a child's cat costume to be Meowth, but totally stretching it out, looking ridiculous. It was the best thing ever. Like, awful to look at. Leaves nothing to the imagination, if you get my drift. Jesse Spaceman. Yeah, Jesse Spaceman! Hello, Pillabird. Thanks for tuning in. Everybody's drifting in here. Oh, Hakun Reborn. How you doing? Oh, check it out. We got members of the Nova Swarm lurking in here. 11 months. Well done, Nova Swarm. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the resub. You guys weren't the Nova Swarm members. Just such a delight to have in that first opening skit. The Swarm has arrived. Indeed, they've touched down. Meowth the musical vibes. Oh, I never actually saw the musical. But I know exactly what you mean, because I have seen pictures. Alright, you guys. I don't want to take us out of the moment too much. But what we're going to do, we are going to run a small ad so that we don't get interrupted when we try to do the bigger portions of the stream. Is that alright with everybody? We're going to go to break momentarily, because we have been technically streaming for almost a half hour here. It's going to start doing automated ads if we don't do something about it. So everybody hang tight. We're going to do a quick ad break. We're going to be right back, okay? We're going to the classic ad break screen so everybody gets to enjoy a little music video bumper while we're gone. But we'll be right back with more Vector Spaceman Halloween Holiday Special. You want to be interrupted? You want to get jump scared by it? No, no, no. We're going to try and keep this professional. So we'll be right back, everybody. Stay tuned, because we've got more great Harbor Station holiday Halloween content coming up right after this, you guys. We shall be right back. Well, it looks like we had a few stuttering frames there for a second, but apart from that, everything seems to be working as intended. Good evening, everybody who's watching this. It doesn't look like anybody's watching it live, but we'll be putting this up on YouTube afterwards, so thanks for tuning in. Thanks for deciding to spend some time with us here tonight. My name is Vector Spaceman, and this is my Twitch channel. We're just getting started tonight, and this is our inaugural broadcast. So if anybody is out there, feel free to drop us a message in the chat. We'd love to hear from you. And of course, if you're watching this after the fact, then be sure to give us a like, maybe even subscribe to us on the YouTube channel, so that we can keep bringing you content that you enjoy. Listen to this stuttering jerk. Fix your eyes. Now let's get right into it. What I wanted to do tonight. Oh yeah, what did you want to do? This channel as a concept, what we're looking to do here, and what you can look to expect from me in the coming days. Look at this guy, you guys. Look at this guy. Let me get this out of the way here. This a little more frequently in the future. Every day, every 2 days, something like that. There he is. We're gonna this jerk putting up a regular schedule on Twitch there. But tonight, that's right, Space Cadets. He ain't the only thing that's stiff. Way to make it weird, Haster. Sort of get a gist of it just by looking. That's right, you guys. Our 1 year anniversary stream of the November 1st. Aesthetic, the sort of thing that you'd find, you know, way back in the day on sites like. All right, let's turn this guy off. We're done with him. Stuff like that. Even this digital avatar that I've. Goodness gracious. What a horror show. No one can make fun of Vector, not even Vector. You sound so stressed back in the day. It definitely wasn't as natural sounding, that's for sure. But you know, guys, that's kind of why we're here. It's not just the Halloween special, it's also the anniversary special as well. He's cringing too hard, he can't stand it anymore. Well, who likes to look back at their old content, right? Especially their objectively worse content, really, when you think about it. No, we gotta just, we throw that kind of stuff in the garbage. Get it out of here. Don't need to see that again. But that's right, you guys, a year ago, it took us about a month to make that first sketchy little model, figure out OBS. We got started with no real clue what to do and no real audience to speak of. We streamed to just one person that night. That was Moonlight Peacock. And for the first couple of days, that was our only semi-regular viewer. Which, may I say, what a champion Moonlight Peacock was for our early days on this channel. Indy, how you doing? Good morning, good morning. How are you? Thanks for tuning in. Dragon says, now he's a rebel. Took over Harbor Station, threw all those decorations everywhere. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. First streams are definitely scary. That's true, Corey. This is true. This is true. Neff says, I think it's funny how much I suck. But you know, you suck a little less, maybe, comparatively, if you want to be generous to yourself. You know, we all grow, we all improve, we all get better. We don't stagnate, no. We're upwardly mobile space people, that's right. But there really is such a difference between 1 viewer and 0 viewers. And the days when we had just 1 viewer, that really kept us motivated. Keep pushing through those days where we were just talking into the void. For every early up-and-coming streamer, that first viewer is always going to make a world of difference, I think. And so to Moonlight Peacock, our first viewer, our first space cadet, we will forever remain grateful here at Harbor Station. Wherever you're at tonight, as we celebrate a year of Spaceman, I hope you're keeping well. Now, we've done a lot within this first year, Space Cadets, when we look back on things. That first 30 days was our first 30 streams. It was back to back to back to back to back, all week long, week after week, just to get ourselves out there, make an image for ourselves, and you know what? It paid off. In this first year, we have made such wonderful connections with fellow streamers, some who are still with us here tonight. Mad respect to everybody. Daily streams must have been a nightmare. Well, it was definitely a hassle to coordinate, that's for sure. But I knew that I wanted to stay 100% active for like the first month or so. You stream more times in a week than I have in my life, says Aster. But we love Aster streams, don't we? We gotta see more of them in this life, more of them in this world. You know, I was reminded recently that we used to open up our shows with a shout out to fellow streamers. And I think that a year in, we owe it to ourselves and to those who have stuck with us to give some long overdue recognition, not just to one, but to the great mass of people who have supported us, tuned in, and helped us along in our journey into this world of independent broadcasting. Now, you know, Spaceman orbits in a variety of circles, from the space tubers to the artistes to the incomprehensibly athematic. But I think we ought to start with those who are there with us from the start. So I'd like to give a big shout out to the animal streamers, first and foremost, to Mana Yu, our dearest and indeed everybody's favoritist sea turtle, our adorable mumblin' French tortue, our singing duet partner, and indeed a friend who has been with us since the earliest days of our show. I remember it happening onto Mana's debut stream, purely by accident. And it has been a joy getting to know you and your friends this past year, because through Mana, we got to meet people like Haster and Set and Kieran and Kohaku, who was one of our first collab partners. And of course, Koryojo, everybody's favorite, crackhead raccoon, a true entertainer, and a connoisseur of trash to rival my own poor taste. And we've been able to include these friends of the show in various collabs and animated projects, and I just can't thank you all enough for welcoming an errant spaceman into your world this past year. Whoop whoop indeed. We do love the turtle. We do love the turtle. Everybody loves the turtle. Now, when it comes to space, where would we be without our fellow space tubers? Big shoutouts to our frequent co-hosts and guest stars Dragon Durant, Neff, the trio from Nova Swarm, Jammy, Buffy, Pomato, the whole slew of space-themed streamers who are arriving daily to make this scene such a wider and more welcoming place. As well as those who have been around for a while, folks like Indigo Radio, Dingle, Pillarbird, Zenobia, Mago the Stego, Space Gang, yes indeed. Space Gang, Space Gang. Now, to Dragon, one of our most common collaborative partners, thank you, sir, for reaching out to me, for being one of our earliest co-hosts, and indeed friends. Dragon's gone out of his way, this past year, to include Spaceman in his own projects and group events, and we just can't thank him enough for all of his efforts. Likewise, there's Neff, our breakout star of the Vector Spaceman animated specials, everybody's favorite foul-mouthed, abrasive space geologist, hiding behind that fragile veneer of an otherwise pleasant-looking human being. Our expectations for who and what Neff was swiftly shattered, I should say, during my earliest interactions, and for that reason, I think I can say that I've come to know Neff more than I have most others in this space. But having familiarized myself with her energy, her attitude, there are also few others who are such a pleasure to have on the show and to have been granted the chance to interact with. Such poetry for Neff. Everybody's getting nice words today, Dragon. Everybody's getting it. It's an anniversary special. We're being nice on tonight's show. Then, of course, there's Soul and Friends. Now, Hero King Soul, thank you so much for reaching out so aggressively and doggedly during our early days of streaming. We otherwise may have never gotten to know you and Cammy and Luna, Castelia, and others. And though you often tend to be the butt of the joke on the Vector Spaceman special sometimes, please know that it is all out of love, that we are such big fans, and that we have enjoyed getting to know you over this past year. And you can rest assured that now that this special is over, we're going to have a little more time for weekend streams. So we're going to get a little more Rocket League in. I hope to see you back on the pitch, bud. Soul is a bro. Deserve it indeed, most definitely. Then, of course, there are some of my favorite fellow streamers who we don't always get the chance to shout out. Incredible artists like The Witherling, like Alpine Showtime, creators like Megan Dawn, Very Cherry, MB, Teeny, Captain Hurricane, Mr. and Mrs. Pups, Goose, Lamantha, Banicula, Disembodied Voices, The Hang Bros, Bootbot, Mossmellow, Newt, and so many others. And, of course, all of our wonderful space cadets who stay tuning in. You know, to everyone who has been with us on this year-long experience, I want to thank you all for encouraging us to continue trying new things, for being there to experience a novel new content with us, and for making this sphere of virtual streamers, in which we orbit, so very welcoming. Over the past year, you guys, if you can believe it, we have seen 164 episodes of the Vector Spaceman Show, averaging one show almost every other day. And during that time, we've managed to learn new tools and software, improve our skills in presentation, make 2 live 2D models, host 4 Vector Spaceman specials, from the affiliate launch special to the 100 episode special to the Spaceman Model 2.0 special, our very first animated show, and now, of course, our 1-year anniversary and Halloween specials. Yes, indeed. But technically, you guys, the year is, it's not over yet. And we've still got some big announcements to make before the show is over tonight. But before we can do that, we've still got our main feature to feature, you guys. Is everybody ready for the big show, Space Cadets? Are we ready to see what we've been working on these past few weeks, how it all came together, everybody's contribution? It looks so great, and we just can't wait to show it off. Are we ready for the big show? We're not even hitting you with a break, Space Cadets. We're going to jump straight into it. Let me turn off the station music here. Make sure that our alerts are disabled. Where is that nest? Alert nest. Disabled. There we go. We're launching right into it. It's time for the big show. Grab your popcorn, get your drinks. We're jumping right in. Space Cadets, here is the Halloween special. Excuse me. Here is the Halloween special. All right, let's see here. Box of assorted candy, pack of razor blades, safety pins, Rocks Illustrated, medical syringes, rat poison, and a pack of 5 gum. Man, you must have some big plans for Halloween.
Yeah, something like that.
Well, if you're looking for a good time tonight, you should swing by the party that we're throwing. It's my annual Halloween Haunted Harbor Station celebration. It's the seasonal party destination.
A Halloween party, huh? Like costumes and cobwebs and pumpkins and shit?
You know it. I'll even be making my Spaceman Blend Halloween Party Punch. It's an old Spaceman family recipe made with iconic space flavoring.
Is it urine?
No.
Is it recycled urine?
It's not urine.
Ooh, Halloween party. That sounds fun.
See how it draws in the customer. Everybody's gonna be there.
Clearly not everybody. You can count me out.
Aw, come on, Neff. Where's your holiday spirit?
Dude, Halloween parties are the worst. Nothing's ever actually scary, and I'm pretty sure the whole holiday is just a scam to sell black licorice.
Neff, were you the type of person who never got invited to any parties growing up?
I don't know, Vector, were you a short little loser with no friends?
Hey, I asked you first.
Thanks for the invite, but I've got better things to do with my Saturday than risk diabetes, choke on a fog machine, and listen to Time Warp 80 goddamn times. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got some trick-or-treaters to poison. Happy Halloween, dork!
Great party, Vector.
Thanks, Palm. Glad you could make it. How are things going here, Dragon?
I'm good. Seems like everyone's having a great time tonight. Really liking the space punch, by the way. What's in here?
Secret Spaceman recipe, Dragon. Guaranteed to bring all the boys to the yard. Oh, hold on. Let me get that.
Trick or treat!
Hi, girls. You two look great. Mana, what are you supposed to be?
I'm a turtle.
Mana, you're already a turtle.
Yeah, but I'm a snapping turtle. Snap, snap. Give me the candy.
All right, come on in. Help yourselves to everything. Hey, everyone. Thanks for coming out tonight. I hope you're all having fun. Well, it's been another 11 minutes, so I think we all know what time it is.
Oh my god, again?
With your hands on your hips.
Hello. You've reached Harbor Station, home of Vector Spaceman of the Vector Spaceman Show. We're unable to take your call at the moment. Please leave your name and number at the tone. For additional options, please press 1. Porodi sitiun option on Esperanto. Bonvolu premitu.
Alright, that's it.
Dragon, I think this is going to be a Halloween party to remember. Ugh. Oh, man. What happened? Hello? Oh, my head. Oh, is anybody still here? Oh, who's calling this early?
Hey, Vector.
Whoa, Regal. Party on, my dude. Looks like you had some fun. Man, what even happened here? I can't remember anything from last night.
You and me both. I just woke up like this, and there's something else you should see.
Spaceman!
Ah, God, what happened to your face?
Oh, I don't know, because I have no eyes. Everything's pitch black.
Ellie, I think you might have partied a little too hard.
It's not just her, Vector. We all woke up missing something.
Oh my gosh, it's like your body parts have just disappeared. How could that even happen?
I'm not sure, but what we do know is that it had to have happened sometime during or after your party last night.
Boy, it sounds like you guys have got a real mystery on your hands. Well, I'm gonna start cleaning up the station, but you let me know if there's anything I can do to help.
Wait, Vector. Have you not noticed yet?
You might want to take a look at yourself.
Ah! My arm! Where could it have gone? Under here? Nope. Over here, maybe. No. Lefty, where are you? You guys, I can't find it anywhere. What the heck's happening? Oh, hold on, I got another call coming in. You got Spaceman.
No, I said I can't hear you. My ears are gone.
I lost my leg. My jam is missing.
Wait, so what then? You're just bread?
I'm just bread.
This all happened after your party, Spaceman. You gotta sort this out.
All right. Let's all just calm down here. Let me think this through. Maybe we just misplaced our parts. They could still be somewhere on the station.
I need my legs, Vector. I don't want to be some jamless freak.
Yeah, what she said.
Okay. Look, I just need some time, but I promise you all, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this.
Fix it, Spaceman!
What?
Think, Vector, think. Man, the party was going so well, but then it's all a blur. And now everybody's missing parts, and nobody can remember what happened, but everyone we know was with us at the party. Wait a minute. Everyone except...
What?
Hey, Neff, how are you doing today?
Well, if it isn't the worst neighbor in space, what do you want?
Neff, I'm in trouble, and I really need your help.
You want my help? Dude, do you know how late you guys had me up with your stupid party? I should be sleeping in right now, and here you are calling me up, fucking up my weekend. Again.
I'm sorry about the party, Neff, but this is an emergency. Everybody's parts are missing, and I need to find out where they've gone. Ellie lost her eyes, Jemmy lost her jam, and I'm missing an arm.
That's pretty sick. Sucks to suck though, dude. I don't know what you want me to do about it.
This is a big deal, Neff. Our friends aren't going to be able to do their shows properly. People's lives are at stake. Heck, with just one arm, I probably won't even be able to keep space punks from knocking over the station.
Yo, I'm shoplifting.
Neff, come on, this is serious.
Vector, I promise you, I did not steal your arm, or Jemmy's gem, or whatever the hell else people are missing. But I am going to steal some of this stuff behind the counter. Out of my way!
Oh, is it morning already?
What the hell were you doing on the floor?
Dragon, were you here this whole time?
Yeah. Man, I must have passed out before everyone left. Great party, Vector. Thanks for hosting. Well, I guess it's about time I hit the road then.
Oh my god, Neff, look! Dragon's whole lower body is missing.
No, it's always been like that.
Oh, right.
But now that you mention it, something seems different about you, Vector.
My arm, Dragon, it's gone! And it's not just me. Everyone who was at the party is missing something, but nobody can remember what happened.
Now that you mention it, I can't remember anything from last night either. I was at the counter, drinking that space punch, and the next thing I remember is waking up here.
You don't think that somebody could have tampered with my Spaceman secret recipe, do you?
Oh, that was probably me.
What?
Yeah, I spiked the drinks. You guys were being loud as shit, so I decided to take matters into my own hands. So I snuck onto the station in disguise, and I made some adjustments to your secret formula. Then I headed back home and waited for the party to die down. But it still didn't work. You assholes kept me up all night.
What did you put in the punch?
I don't know, like 40 Xanax, whatever was on the shelf.
Jesus, Neff, you could have killed us.
Yeah, I'll keep that in mind next time you throw a loud-ass party.
Well, that explains why we can't remember anything, but it still doesn't help us figure out where all of our parts went.
Besides getting wasted on cosmic jungle juice, you all looked fine when I was here.
That narrows down the time frame a bit, but now we just need someone who can remember what happened after Neff went home.
Well, happy hunting, my dudes. All the best on your mystery quest.
Neff, where do you think you're going? We need your help to solve this.
This sounds like a whole lot of Halloween hijinks. I'm out.
I don't know, Neff. Kinda sounds like you're partly to blame for what happened.
That is a slanderous accusation, Dren. I am shocked and appalled. Good day, sirs.
Oh no, Neff, you're not bailing on us this time. This concerns you just as much as it does the rest of us.
I'm gonna have to disagree with you there. I'm not missing any of my parts.
Oh sure, maybe Rig could learn to live without his hair, and Pomato might be able to get by without her ears. But without my arm, we may never be able to finish this animated segment.
What's that supposed to mean?
The way I see it, without my arm, we've got maybe about 10 to 15 minutes before the animation quality is going to start slipping. First, it'll be subtle. The backgrounds might start to lose some of their detail. We might cut frames to save time, then whole scenes. The plot will turn into a convoluted mess. We'll start tying gags together with cutaways and shock humor. After that, the dialogue's going to take a nosedive. We'll run out of script. We'll have to improv our way through everything. But worst of all, without my arm, we won't even be able to render out the final video. We'll wind up stuck in a never-ending slideshow of lame jokes and unsatisfying conclusions for the rest of our cartoonish lives. Oh, you'd best start believing in Halloween specials, Neff. You're in one.
Ugh, fine, drama queen. What if I agree to help? What do you even need me for?
Well, Dragon's got no legs, and I'm down an arm, so we're gonna need you to help us get around. But first we need to think what could have happened to make everybody's parts disappear.
It's almost like we got hit by some sort of Halloween-themed Grinch.
Grinch, huh? Who do we know that's green and hairy and would want to ruin Halloween?
We're not doing that bit again.
Alright, fine. But luckily, I think we know someone who's an expert in just this sort of thing. It's gonna be rough, though. We're gonna have to travel to the one place every spaceman hates most. You see, Neff, we wouldn't have been able to drive the space van if you weren't with us. You're an integral part of this mystery team.
Uh-huh. So, you said this guy was a doctor?
Oh yes, quite skilled. He comes highly recommended.
Then how come we're not at a real hospital?
He's a specialist, Neff, not some common physician. The top mind in his field.
Which is what again, exactly?
So, Mr. Spaceman, what seems to be the problem today?
Well, Dr. Alpine, I'm having a little trouble with my arm.
Alright, let's take a look here. Yeah. Very orange. Squishy? Did you make this yourself?
Nah, I did. Thank you for noticing.
Ugh.
Looks to me like it's in perfect working order.
Right, but specifically this one. I'm a little concerned over the fact that it's missing.
Oh, of course. Excuse me. No, that arm's definitely gone.
Well, see, that's why I'm here, Doc. See, I was hosting a party last night, and this morning, everybody woke up with missing parts.
That's pretty sick.
Have you ever heard of something like this happening before?
It sounds like what you're describing is what we experts call a spontaneous appendectomy.
Well, is there anything you can do?
I could try to reattach the missing limb, or any limb really. It doesn't even have to be yours, but you have to find one first. Might I suggest a local mortuary, or perhaps you prefer a giant crab claw, or a sweet robot arm? My rates are quite negotiable.
Well, is there any way that we can maybe just regrow my old arm?
Mr. Spaceman, please, this is a house of science. In fact, tell you what, rather than go through all that trouble, you'd probably feel more comfortable if we just even things out. Remove the other arm altogether. Galvinis, clear my schedule.
Alright, stop. Listen, Monster Mash, I don't know what corpse you dug up to get your medical license, but I'm not just going to stand here and let you hack my friend up with a chainsaw. Let me do it. Well, that was a bust.
We've got no leads on our missing parts and no solutions. Looks like we're just gonna have to learn to live like this for the rest of our eternal, unfunny cartoon lives.
Did you guys hear something?
Hold on, I heard it too.
Wait, look over there, you guys. What the hell is that?
Hi, sillies!
Jesus Christ, Buffy, what the fuck are you doing in there, you little asshole?
Clown stuff.
Alright, later, weirdo.
Wait, I heard you guys talking about missing parts, and I think I know what your problem is.
You know what happened to everyone's parts?
I think I do, but you might not believe me when I tell you.
Tell us, Buffy, please. We've got no clue what's going on.
And I've seen this happen before. If I'm right, then this is the work of the Model Masher Body Snatcher.
The what?
It's a monster that stalks unsuspecting VTubers, catching them while they least expect it, stealing their parts, and absorbing them into a horrific mass of disjointed flesh. Each new victim, yet another addition to its grotesque collection.
You made that up.
Nuh-uh.
So you've seen this thing, Buffy?
Oh no, nobody ever sees it. On a moonless night, the Snatcher comes a-sneakin', and while you're sleepin', it's a-creepin', It peels parts away without a trace, and by the time you wake up, it's gone again into the night to slumber until its next hunt.
Was last night a new moon?
I think it might have been.
Alright, nice coincidence. But what proof do you have that this thing exists?
Oh, believe me, it's real. As real as the nose off my face.
It got you too?
It was years ago. Back when I was just a silly little wee clown. I went to bed one night and woke up without my big, beautiful nose. But sometimes I still get a whiff of the creature's awful stench, like a phantom limb. Every new moon, it's out there, somewhere on the prowl, with my nose, creeping up on more unsuspecting victims.
Now that you mention it, I kind of get the same sensation. Almost like I can still feel my fingers moving around.
It'll sleep for a while, but come the next new moon, it'll be out again. And next time, it'll be your hand tearing parts off its next victim.
Buffy, you gotta tell us, how do we stop it?
There's no stopping it, Spaceman. You just have to hope it doesn't come back for more. Good luck, guys!
Well, that's weak.
Yeah, I'm not waiting around a whole lunar cycle just to maybe find this thing.
Wait a minute, you guys. Maybe there's still a chance. Neff, you're the only one that can remember. What time did the party go to last night?
You fuckers had me up until like 3 in the morning.
Then it's still the same day. We just need to scope out a place once it's nighttime and wait for the monster to come hunting.
That could work.
It's nighttime for basically half the world, though. How are we supposed to find this thing across half the goddamn globe?
Every night has to end sometime, and somewhere. All we have to do is beat this monster to the punch. Well, here we are in American Samoa.
Nice.
We're assuming that a body-stealing monster respects the concept of the International Dayline.
It got most of us in space, Neff. Who knows how any of this works?
Alright, but still, even if that weren't ridiculous, which it is, we'd still have to search this whole island before the night is over.
Maybe not, Neff.
Oh?
Something Buffy said got me thinking. If Buffy could still sometimes smell things with their real nose, then maybe everyone else's body parts still have some connection as well. Maybe we could use that to help us find the body snatcher.
Check out the big brain on Dragon! I say we give it a shot. What's the plan?
Well, I did have one idea.
Hey, Corey, it's Vector. How are you doing? Yeah, for sure. Say, Corey, I missed the last episode of Real Housewives of Xylon. Could you give me a recap? All right, now everybody keep your ears open.
Hold on, I think I hear something.
Why does he still have frosted tips? Whatever.
I hear it too. It must be nearby.
Everyone, keep following that voice.
Homie Brad trashed the boathouse. And hey, Vector?
There it is!
Are you still there? Vector! Vector! Must be a bad connection.
Oh god, it's hideous!
All right, rude. Those are our parts you're talking about. Dragon, what was the plan for stopping this thing?
Don't ask me. I just came up with a way to find it.
Well, think of something.
Oh, hold on. Let me get this. Hello?
Hey, Vector. Ellie says she can see you for some reason. She wants to know if you found her eyes.
Yeah, kind of, but we're a little busy right now. You just tell her to hang tight and we'll... Wait a minute. Rig, scratch that. Tell Ellie to close her eyes, and no matter what happens, don't open them until I call back.
Alright.
Heyo.
Mana, I need you to run around all crazy as fast as you can.
I got no legs, bruh.
Just do your best. Wiggle those flippers. Hey, stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself. Now, Neff, finish it off.
Is it dead?
I don't know. But more importantly, how are we going to get all these stolen parts back to everyone? Well, I guess all's well that ends well. I got my arm back, and everybody else's missing parts are back where they belong.
I sure learned my lesson. This will be the last time I drug an entire party full of people.
Alright, you say that, but do you mean it?
I think we've all grown from this experience. And look! Dr. Alpine even used the leftovers to fix me up some new legs.
I'm not gonna lie, Dragon, those are absolutely horrifying. Are you sure you want to keep those?
What's the worst that could happen? Excuse me. Happy Halloween, everybody!
How did we like the main attraction, Space Cadets? Welcome back. Hope you all enjoyed our latest feature. Big thanks again to all of our actors for putting in the time and effort to make this latest show possible. It was great, I loved it. Neff might be a little biased. She always has a big role in these. Truly epic, says Corey. Thank you so much. Thank you, Set. I thought it was pretty sick myself. Thank you, Ellie. Aster, I could relate to one of the characters so hard. Which one was that? Who was that, Aster? Oh, I know what you mean. Neff calling about the loud party. I feel ya, I feel ya. Thanks, everybody. You know, these projects are a labor, this is true. But knowing how much that everybody seems to enjoy these, it's something that I want to continue doing and improving on going into the future. Also, love how you used our Halloween assets for the party. Yes, that's right. So we managed to make use of some of the free to use Nova Swarm Halloween assets in our background shots, not only for the animated segment, but we also got a few in the background here. You guys can see we've got a whole bunch of stuff going on in the background. There's a candy bowl, there's a little jack-o'-lantern. Oh, hold on now. What's going on here? Set with the huge 10 gift subs. Thank you so much, my man. Big shoutouts to Set, everybody. Thank you so much. Unforgettable experience. Keep up the amazing work. Oh, we will, Pack. We definitely will. Thank you so much again, Set. I should turn back on our alerts. I missed the big ding because of that. But I like to have these off just so that it doesn't interrupt the big shows. There we go. Alerts back on. Yes, everybody, big thanks to Set. Now, speaking of going into the future, you guys, it brings us to our next topic of discussion, Space Cadets. Now, when we started, 1 year ago, almost to the day, I decided that I would do 1 year of streaming, see where it goes, see what we could get done in that time. For better or worse, learn something along the way, have some fun with it all the while. Now that year is almost up. I find myself having to ask myself at this point, is there more that I can do within this medium? And that determines where we're going to go from here. Now the answer to that, Space Cadets, I believe is yes. We still have ideas for sketches, for shows, for co-hosted streams, for big specials, for musical projects, for novel streaming experiences. So we are here to announce, ladies and gentlemen, Space Cadets, that Vector Spaceman will be extending his tenure here on the Vector Spaceman Show and signing on for another year as custodian of Harbor Station. So what can we look forward to in the future of the Vector Spaceman show? Well, even before we conclude our special tonight, Space Cadets, I'm here to declare that even though our first year is almost up, before this calendar year is finished, we will see yet another Spaceman special with the Harbor Station Christmas Special. We'll be continuing to release more animated features, but I would also like to try new things with this next special by incorporating more live and mixed media segments into more of a sort of a variety type show. I've said before that the kind of future I see us doing here at Harbor Station is trying to get the same sort of energy that you might find on like The Muppet Show or something like that, as performed by little 2D cartoon fellas. I'll be gathering a collection of Space Cadets and friends of the show in the coming weeks so we can prepare for the next big program. There's no rest for a spaceman, unfortunately. During this past year, there were too many instances where I felt that I was not making the best use of my time as a streamer, that I wasn't pushing myself enough, let's say, or making the kind of improvement that I wanted to see in my own abilities. This past year has taught me how to make the most of our time together here on the show, and I've got some ideas, some good ideas lined up already that should serve to make the Christmas special one of our best. Now, speaking of our animated features, one thing that I would like to do more of in this coming year is shorter form animated sketches that we can release more frequently with punchier, more condensed jokes that might appeal to a broader range of tastes. As fun as these long-form scripts are to work on, they've all been fairly self-referential and niche in regards to its audience, which is to say, the Space Cadets. And there's nothing wrong with that. We like to reward our longtime viewers with jokes that only they might get. But we also want to make some more content that everyone can enjoy. And as we do more and more of these longer segments, I continue to learn new tricks that can help streamline the process, make things simpler, finish shots quicker, get recording done quicker. We got to stay improving, and that's what year 2 is all about. Now, when it comes to new and improved, I can see some of you have already noticed what's written on here. Yes, indeed. What could be more ambitious than the Vector Spaceman 3.0 model? Space Cadets, during year 2, we'll be looking to expand our toolset and medium of expression by trying our hand at our first 3D model. That's right. A whole new slew of software to familiarize ourselves with, might even have to make some upgrades to the old Vector PC. But it's about time anyway, and this is the perfect excuse to make some upgrades, some improvements, as we strive to take Vector Spaceman into the 3rd dimension. Now, continuing on the topic of projects outside of Live 2D, during year 2, we're going to be trying to make some more strides towards musical content. Through individual and collaborative projects with friends of the show, with more karaoke streams, covers, and even original songs as well. Expect to hear more about that in the future, but it's something that's been floated for some time now that the Halloween special is all wrapped up, we should have more time to focus on. And of course, continuing art streams, outfits, general memery, and all the classic antics that we've come to expect from Spaceman. We'll still be streaming collab games, and perhaps with more frequency as well, given that we have recently become part of a collective of streamers comprised mostly of long-standing friends of the show, a group called Hive Core. We'll be bringing on some members to discuss that after a short break. But first, before we welcome our guests onto the show, Space Cadets, and let me put the tablet away here and center ourselves so we can break it down. There's one more thing that I'd like to share with you all. A more personal detail that we don't often delve into here on the show. But with year 2 ahead of us, and who knows how long into the future, it occurs to me that certain details about Vector Spaceman would eventually come to light, whether by necessity or simply through imprecise language, that it might eventually slip out. Now, unlike some other online personalities, I have always tended to keep personal details about myself rather guarded, simply good practice on the internet. And so when it comes to this, I've always kept silent or allowed others to labor under false pretenses, or in some case, straight up lied about myself to keep up a facade. Worse still, I have sometimes considered that part of me could be damaging to the Spaceman brand, as tenuous as a concept as that is. Now, what I have learned in this past year is that these concerns were largely for naught, that the virtual streaming community is by and large a place filled with welcoming and accepting people, and that I'm hardly alone even in my immediate circle of co-hosts and friends of the show. And so what I hope, Space Cadets, is that even though I've kept this from you for so long, that you'll understand that this is a part of who I am, and that I certainly never kept it from you out of malice. In fact, to some, it will not come as a shock whatsoever, and I know there are a few Space Cadets who have already suspected this for some time. So let us remember that in truth, very little has changed when I tell you that I, Vector Spaceman, am Canadian. Yes, Space Cadets, it's true. Vector Spaceman is and has always been a citizen of that great white north. I was simply born this way, as they say. Although we may have presented ourselves as the typical all-American spaceman, our blood runs as sweet and sticky as maple syrup. Looking back on things now, surely this revelation explains so much over the past year. Why Spaceman is so outwardly polite, why we talk so funny, why our French accent is so ridiculous, or even why we have such terrible internet. Because like all spaceborne Canadians, the only stable connection we can get up here is to hack into an antenna that we secretly planted on the Canadarm back in 2006. And so, as the truth comes to light and we grapple with our great shame of Canadianism, I hope that you, our understanding Space Cadets, won't hold it against me. As we embark upon year 2 of our mission, I'm ready to be a more honest spaceman, and I hope that we'll be able to share more with each other as we continue our time together here on Harbor Station. Up next, we're going to welcome on some guests to talk about the animated special, as well as the new Hive Core initiative. Don't go anywhere, Space Cadets, because we are going to be right back in just a few short moments. Okay, Space Cadets, welcome back. We've got a couple of very special guests to welcome to the show now. Familiar faces to longtime Space Cadets, no doubt. Our evening's co-stars, who are also here to talk about a brand new virtual streaming collective. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to welcome them onto the show here. Let's pop on over to the door, why don't we? Zip, there we go. Ladies and gentlemen, Space Cadets all. Where's our guest toggle? There it is. Please welcome to the program, Dragon Durant and Neff.
Are we there? Are we in?
You should be here. Welcome to the show, you guys.
Oh, hey!
I can't believe this. I cannot believe you would lie to us about being Canadian.
Oh.
What the fuck is your problem, bro?
It's true, it's true. We've kept it under wraps for so long. Too long, perhaps.
I mean, I hear you, by the way.
It makes so much sense. Yeah, and Vector, you're muted.
I was muted on the Discord side, but now we should be able to hear one another.
Hey,
There we go. We're good.
Everybody can hear Dragon and Neff, I'm hoping. Welcome to the show, you guys.
What up, everybody?
Yes, yes, yes. It's true. I wasn't even paying attention to some of the comments that were going on while I was doing that dramatic spiel. What do we got here? No, that's not true. That's impossible. I knew it, says Corey.
Yeah, actually, speaking about it, I mean, when you did the little French track with Mana you way back when you guys did your little
Maisonneuve and
yeah,
and what was the other one? It's from the Romeo and Juliet play or something like that.
Mana, you will chime in. On
She'll
that.
know it, yeah.
But yeah, when you busted out the French, I was like, oh, this is just an aged, cultured man. And now the Canadian is a much simpler answer. Much more sense.
It's all out of the bottle now. That's right. Vector Spaceman, Canadian. What this will do to affect the channel, who knows?
The milk's out of the bag
The
now.
milk's out of the bag.
That's what was in the punch.
Yeah.
Yep. Bagged milk. True. All right, Space Cadets, let's give a big round of applause to Dragon and Neff, co-stars of the show. Weren't they fantastic in our latest Vector Spaceman special? Good job, you guys. How did you like the special, you two? This is your first time seeing it as well.
I can't believe I lost my legs.
Yeah, dude, that's a real shame. At least you got new ones, though. You got new ones. Vector, it was so fucking good. You did such an amazing job.
Oh,
dude.
thanks so much.
Oh my god, it blew me away. I was laughing the whole time. Oh my lord, that was amazing. It was such a good stream.
Now, you guys, check it out, because Dragon and Neff were also co-streaming reactions at the same time. So make sure you check that out after the show. It's going to be fun to see how people react to the live show. I'd love to get more people involved in that, because it seems like such a great time when I watch you guys do it.
Definitely. I tried hitting up some people, being like, hey, we're doing this live, who's interested? But no, it's just Neff and I this time. But
people were busy.
Next special, I mean, we got room for a couple more.
Yeah, and we know there's a next special, so...
That's right.
Now we know.
The Christmas special. I'm hoping that we can get the two of you to reprise your roles and be part of some segments for the next big show.
That's funny.
Yeah,
Corey had reactions, cackling, hearing Neff in the
Dude, oh my god.
But yeah, we're going to try something a little different for the next big special. We're still going to do animated segments, but they'll probably be a little shorter, and we'll probably have a few more. And then we're going to try to do some live stuff at the same time, and maybe some new mixed media type projects. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. It'll be good.
That sounds
Very cool.
Mm-hmm.
We should talk about it offline at some point, because I had something I was going to pitch your way, and this might segue into one of the topics you wanted to hit on today.
Dragon is a ghost?
That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant.
Okay, bye, Dragon.
Oh, here's the Halloween special.
Ooh.
Oh no, it's more fucking Halloween hijinks, bro. I gotta get out of here.
He'll be back.
Why
Give
is
him a
this
second.
happening?
Yeah, I can see it refreshing. You just give it a sec. He'll be back. He'll be
Okay.
back. He's real.
I'll be
Don't worry
back.
about it.
I'm just phasing in and out of existence. Man, Vector, you got to update your holographic projectors in the space station.
There he is.
They're such an old model.
These are Star Wars quality projectors, man. You gotta get that stuff.
Yeah.
Walk it off, says Corey. That's right.
God
that's
damn
right.
it.
Walk it off. That's so mean.
I'm just gonna float on by that one.
Now, much like the last special that we did, the last animated special that we did, I think we had one of the best recording stories come from Neff this time around as well. Do you mind if I tell this story?
God, yeah, sure. Go ahead, Ben.
All right. So that big fight against the Model Masher monster at the end, we had Neff do a great sort of flying midair kick in order to finish it off. That was a great shot. It was great. It was fun. Really, really energetic recording. Now, Neff, you've spoken about this before, is that you are actually some kind of like crazy karate master. Is that true?
Yeah, so I have an adult black belt in a martial art called Shunryu.
That's right. So Neff goes crazy hardcore when I ask her to do big, like, hee-ah screams and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So we were recording those segments. I say, okay, how can you like really blow it out? And she's like, yeah, don't worry. There's nobody else home. We can be as loud as we want. And so I get her to do like a solid like 2 minutes of just screaming over and over and over and over again.
It's just 2 minutes of me going,
yeah.
Just,
to the point that it was running her throat ragged, and then I hear her just go quiet for a second.
Nice.
And she comes back. And she's like, I was not the only one home.
I thought that I was the only one on the space station. There was one other person home. It was, and they knocked on my door, and they were like, "What's all the screaming?"
Oh,
and I was like,
God.
I'm screaming."
Neff picked out the perfect opportunity to be able to make funny noises by herself, but nope.
Yeah.
Mission failed. You'll get him next time.
Yeah.
But otherwise, yeah, really smooth recording sessions for everybody. Only problem is we got a little more ambitious this time. We had some really dynamic shots. We had a lot more dialogue to work with, so our recording sessions took a lot longer this time around. We'll have to be mindful of that next time, because I think it ended up being close to like 3 or 4 hours just to get both of you guys done.
I took so fucking long.
It was some intense recording, that's for sure.
Yep, definitely did. And actually, Neff was talking about this while we were watching. Some of these angles with like the looking down the stairs.
Yeah,
and quirky little angle.
The perspective shots, dude.
Exactly.
Well, it's nice when I can find a lot of pre-made assets that I can sort of muddy up and trace over to get that Spaceman look, because that saves me a lot of time. So we managed to find some really decent environments that we could work with this time, and it all turned out pretty good. I especially liked the Buffy shots. I thought those worked out really well.
That was so good.
Awesome. Dude, the silhouette when he pulls off the nose. Oh my god. That was
We had to
Not to mention all the jump scare reactions.
All the jump scares, yeah. We had to do so many little, I guess, like bits and pieces in order to get stuff looking right. We had to do all the hands with the phones, Buffy's nose, like little background stuff that you rarely think about. Ends up taking a bunch of time for, a couple seconds of footage, but it really adds to it. Really makes it look good. Big shout outs as well. I want to say a big special thanks to Alpine Showtime. This is the first time that we've had him on the special. He did such a great job as Dr. Alpine, MD, pending. With the chainsaw and the model magic. He's such a fantastic artiste, and I'm so glad we got him on board. I think I was able to convince him when I told him it was going to be a Halloween special. Pretty on brand for him.
Alpine is actually a very special guy out there that I've had my eye on for a while, but he does a lot. And
he does a lot, and he does it well.
Yep.
I've said it before that Alpine does pretty much everything that I'd like to do, and he does it better. He's fantastic.
Well, his model is actually completely made in like bits and pieces, and he slap it together. And I don't know if you guys have seen him, but online I think he's doing like an official debut in like 20 days of styles. I don't know. It's wild what he's doing.
It's so cool.
That's right. Yeah, sort of skipping a step in the process rather than rigging stuff within Live 2D. You just skip straight to the VTube studio, piece it all together there. A really smart way of doing stuff. He's a very clever thinker. We got a comment from Hero King Soul. Vector, did you try killing me off again? No.
No, we're not doing that bit again.
No, we're not doing that bit again, Soul. No.
You know if you saw.
Yeah, sorry. Did you not watch the Vector Spaceman Halloween special? Come on.
How could you? How could you miss it?
What's your problem, man?
What the hell is your problem?
Did you even get Candy?
Did you lose your eyes?
Oh, no, it wasn't Soul.
That was Ellie. Ellie lost her eyes. It's the Vector Spaceman Halloween special quiz. Who lost their eyes? Was it Ellie? Dren turned into Discord.
He turned into Discord. Good job.
It doesn't make sense. It's so bad. There we go.
Now, Space Cadets, Dragon and Neff are our co-stars and frequent collaborators not only on the Spaceman specials, but also in this new initiative here, known as Project Hivecore. Dragon, as the main sort of driving promoter of Project Hivecore, perhaps you could tell the Space Cadets what is Project Hivecore, and also, similarly, who is Project Hivecore?
Yeah. Let's touch a little bit about it, because we haven't really announced it officially to the greater sphere of the audience, but Project Hivecore is a small group initially comprised of some of our spacefaring and space orbiting friends out there that we've met along the way, in particular in this past year. Key members like Vector Spaceman, Neffeltannen, the members of Nova Swarm, amongst many others. And it's something that is initially starting off kind of like a creator support group, I guess you want to think of it that way. Really just a small little tight knit community of peers in this space, and hopefully in the coming months we'll be able to try to expand it out. It's kind of a word of mouth, invite by referral type of a Discord that we've set up initially. But what I'd like to do with Project Hivecore and the Hive. In Hivecore, I collaborated with Ellie of Nova Swarm, and it's the haven for independent virtual entertainers is the idea. So,
we love silly acronyms.
Exactly. Who doesn't? That's why the I is also lowercase. We're taking a book out of Nintendo, or page out of Nintendo's book there. And what I'd like to do with it in the near future is, aside from expanding the scope of who's aware of that community and involved in it, but also try to find a way to get a tight-knit, I guess, creator-based niche of circles that different VTubers and streamers and their, I guess, knit of peers, right, can collaborate together and find some ideas to talk about that is separated from the community as a whole. But the idea would be to bring back something to the community. So whether that be in the form of, simple gaming collaborations or maybe other sort of like special projects. One thing that we kicked off as part of starting this whole idea is a common Minecraft server. So all the kind of initial members, or a good chunk of them thereof, have contributed to getting a little Minecraft server that we call our Project Hivecore server. And you may have seen us running around and playing on it a little bit. And hopefully, right, we'll have maybe some events where we can kind of run around and show off what people have built. I have some ideas where maybe we can do a situation where there's maybe kind of I don't know what to call it. Not like an attraction within the Minecraft server where others can go, and it's doubles up as just a good time amongst friends, but also make some content out of it and work together to try to reach some kind of a common goal. So it is, again, a work in progress. It's a very young idea still, and the logo, as much as I'm kind of in the way of it, was made by Ellie of Nova Swarm as well. So
that's right.
Again, yeah. Trying to make it, again, a collaborative effort where those who join will have a community that hopefully they are comfortable with. Like, for example, where Vector does these specials, right? Maybe he can pull from the Hivecore group for cast members, or maybe he can share ideas of what he's looking to do, or some ideas that people are cooking up. In other cases, we've had at least one member who has shared some ideas of things that they'd like to do on their stream, just to get people's take that, maybe you don't feel it's appropriate for Twitter, or you don't feel like talking about on stream because it's too early of an idea. This would be the place to do it. And I'm looking forward to recruiting more people and getting some good personalities to join us. So yeah, I know that was a bit long-winded, but hopefully that came across loud and clear.
I think that was very descriptive. Yes, I don't think it suffered. Hivecore, that's right.
Hivecore.
But yeah, that's right. We already tend to pull from a lot of the existing members to be part of these specials, just sort of as a matter of circumstance. But same sort of idea. Just the more the merrier. Get a bunch of like-minded, independent, and ambitious streamers together and see what we can make. So we're, of course, going to be interacting with all of these folks, as we already tend to. We've had a few sort of, engagements with the Hivecore Minecraft server over the past couple of weeks before we started working full-time on the special, but we'll be back to that in the near future as well. So we'll get to see more of the members here on the show in short order.
We'll get to see how Nova Swarm has dominated the server already.
Yeah, they seem like they're on there at all hours of the day. Yeah.
Well, they know what they're doing. That usually helps.
They're financing the entire server.
Basically, yeah, really are.
Everything will become Nova Swarm. All right. Well, I thank you for that explanation, Dragon. That little primer for the members of the Space Cadets who might not be aware already. Yeah, it's something that we're looking forward to spending more time with, or the people involved, that is. And yeah, so you can expect to see more, Hivecore collabs and specials where we pull from members within the group. And once the I guess, membership opens up, when were you thinking about expanding in that regard, Dragon?
So I think initially, right, it is, I think, needs to grow organically. So I've already communicated to a lot of the members. I think at the moment we have, I don't want to pull it up because the screen share is acting up on me, but I think we have like a good 20, 23, 24 people who have joined, unless I'm misremembering. Maybe one of you can check for me. But initially, and it's already kind of started, is I'm getting some responses from members being like, hey, what about this person? And if I'm familiar with them, I usually just give them the green light and be like, yeah, throw them in. I believe somebody had invited Manayu, for example, who we all love and are familiar with.
Of course we do, yes. Fellow Canadian, gotta give shout outs to our fellow Canadians. Guys, it's so crazy how many Canadians there are within this virtual streaming sphere and how good they are at what they do. Isn't it crazy when you think about it? People like Manayu, like Pomato, like Alpine, me, obviously. I mean,
is your neighbor an incredible streamer? He or she could be a Canadian. Contact the authorities.
Man, yeah, we're at 22.
It's more likely than you think. Yeah.
And Vector, you know what's hilarious to me is the little short that you did earlier, where it's your first episode. I never saw the very, very beginning of Vector Spaceman, but man, seeing you then and seeing you now,
oh my god, he's a baby.
I'm insulted by your existence. Oh my god.
It's a bit night and day, but here's the truth, guys: we've always been this talented. We just had to ease into it.
Okay, buddy. Man,
yeah, speak for yourself, man.
You got to stop inhaling all that helium.
True. But it's what keeps us floating up here, Dragon.
It sure does.
All goes straight to the head. That's why it's so big.
It has to. It kind of has to. It really does. It really does. Hell, I'm pretty sure even my first one is going to be very timid in comparison to me hanging out with Neff over here, yelling at her and cursing her out when we play Valheim and whatnot.
I remember when I used to think that Neff was going to be like a nice person, and then she went and she opened her mouth, and it's been all downhill from there.
You spent a whole 10 minutes with her.
What the hell? Toxic.
We love you, Neff.
We do, though.
Oh my god, look at the most toxic people I know. I love you guys.
Well, Space Cadets, that was a lovely primer into what Hive Core is and a lovely little chit-chat with Neff and Dragon. I think we're getting just about ready to close out the special for tonight. Did we have a good time? I hope everybody enjoyed themselves getting to watch the new specials, which of course are going to be up on the YouTube in pretty short order. We'll have those up tomorrow or the day after, as soon as they can get uploaded properly. Just the videos on their own, the animations on their own. Had an amazing time. Oh, thank you, Corey. Set redeeming that hydrate. I sure do need it because I've been running on fumes for the past couple of days. I was telling these two, this is the closest that we've ever come in terms of deadlines for one of these specials. Yeah. The first animated special
literally day before
was finished 3 days in advance. 3 days out, we had everything, all the videos done. It was just a matter of sort of scheduling how we wanted to, put them in order. That is to say, presenting them on the show and when we wanted to have guests on and do different segments, things like that. This time, it was 2 in the morning yesterday, or I guess 2 in the morning this morning, when we finally committed the mixed down audio for the latest animated features. And thankfully, we had all the hard stuff done ahead of time, all of the motion, all of the images rendered out in a separate file, so it really didn't take more than 10 minutes for the final video to compile. But it was cutting it pretty close. Took me most of the day to get the whole thing scored, which tends to take a lot longer than you expect. Getting the right background instrumentals and effects and things like that.
Any sort of motion just takes a long time to get it right. Not to mention the rendering time, depending on the resolution, takes forever sometimes.
Yeah, which is why I was thankful that I got that done ahead of time. I was not gonna chance that by doing it the night before.
Well, what I noticed is there's like a lot more hand animated stuff in this one than last time. Right?
Tracking, you mean?
Yeah. Like the monster, you had to like fully animate all of that stuff, right?
Not true, actually. So you guys want to see something?
Oh,
Sure.
behind the scenes.
Check this out.
Oh no.
While he's figuring that out, everyone out there who was a part of the special, you guys did so good.
Yeah, everyone did such a good job, dude. It was amazing. Everyone was really giving it their all. It was awesome.
I know.
Vector's so bad.
Check it out, you guys.
Ah! Ah!
Ah!
Oh my god.
Oh my
That's
god.
Okay, where'd the robot arm come from? And the xenomorph tail?
It's
I
the
wanna know what that-
monster. And hold on, I think I could do.
The monster.
Ah!
Ah!
Oh no. Get it off.
Oh my god, it's so horrifying.
So yeah, the monster is actually a live 2D model all on its own. Very limited movement, but yeah, that's how I did it. I was going to track every single part on it, so I slapped something quick together. Just a lot of idle motion, parts moving back and forth on sort of a loop. So when you start moving it around for filming,
everything's just layered in front of the vector model.
Well,
Yeah,
no, not
use the
even.
vector-
That arm is just a separate piece all on its own.
You pull it out. Oh man.
Can I punch myself, Soul? No, unfortunately, I cannot. That did have to get animated. I can turn the arm off so that I can put the punching arm on later. That's how we did that trick. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
But you can unlock that feature with your Twitch Prime subscription.
Yeah, subscribe to Twitch Prime to be added to the monster.
Yeah,
Oh,
get
man.
yourself added to this horrible, awful chimera of a
Where'd the
dealio.
head come from? What was the head?
The head is a Swamp Thing.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Here, you know what? I just took it off so that I could go back to vector model. But here, let me put the monster back on, and we'll showcase all of the different parts.
While Vector's coming back, Corey does a great job mumbling, by the way.
Corey does an
She really does,
exceptional job mumbling.
Yeah.
Dude, I loved when Lyra was holding her nose to get the effect for that. Oh my god, it was so good.
You think she was holding her nose, but she
Right,
was
well, she
naturally...
didn't have her nose.
Just talking very nasally. Yep. Hero King Soul, our certified space ace. Thank you so much, sir.
You actually did. Let's go.
Where's the robot arm? That's your part.
Where's my part at?
Also, and
What
the
could we-
Vector 3.0 model is looking a little different than I expected.
Yeah, we got that done a lot sooner than we anticipated. Welcome to the show, you guys. This is going to be it from now on.
It's gonna be a weird Christmas special.
Merry Christmas, everybody. But yeah, as you can see, we have got Swamp Thing head layered with Ellie eyes, rig hair, Pomato ears, Kohaku horns, generic bat wings on the back, cockroach legs connected to Manayu's legs, witherling tentacle. We've got just a like a T-1000 like
Manayu's feet.
Terminator arm. Yeah, Manayu's legs, lower legs.
They're beautiful feet, but actually, also Ellie, I think, is the one saying Lyra telling us that they couldn't pinch their nose because it would mess with tracking. Yeah,
Oh,
so
that's
she
right.
actually
I remember that now. That's right. Because
she
it would
either
get in the
taped her
way
nose shut
of the
or
webcam.
yeah, did a great job voice acting a very nasally sound.
Maybe
It was
maybe Lyra could have gotten away with just like pushing from the sides, like if you go one finger on either side or something like that, might have been able to work. But yeah, that's right. I remember her talking about that, about it getting in the way of the mouth tracking. If you just try to, pinch it from underneath like that's what I remember.
It makes me uncomfortable when you do that for some reason. Like I think I have goosebumps. That's weird.
All right, so this is how we're going to be talking from now on, Space Cadets. This is going to be the new Vector
Yeah, what do
Spaceman
you
model
think,
and
Lev? What's
voice.
going on, man?
Oh,
Let's
man.
talk about it.
It's the old timey radio host who smoked too much.
Yeah, do my spacey spacem voice. Up next on the countdown,
God.
number 44.
Okay, oh god, I gotta get out of here, man.
You gotta get out of here. Come on, it's not 3 a.m. yet. Party's just starting.
Party
Sure,
on.
it's the after party. Woo! I brought the
Also-
drinks. They're not spiked.
Not
Well,
this
you
time.
say that, but do you mean it?
Also, can we got to
We got
make
jammy
note.
hands over here too. Jammy hands. You
Yeah,
gotta
jammy
show that
hands.
off.
The jam, dude.
We got to make Just Bread a meme.
Corey says, Neff, you need to record those hi-yas again. Believe me, we've got like easily
God, dude.
10 minutes of hayas. If anybody wants us to release those, you just let us know. Or maybe we'll get to show. Maybe Neff can do a big haya when Neff does her special, because you guys, in case all y'all didn't know,
it's not a special.
Neff's got her own special coming up soon.
When is that happening? When is that happening?
Tell the people about it, Neff. They want to know. The public deserves to know.
Okay. I'm doing a 1-year anniversary thing on November 8th. Well, it's not a 1-year anniversary. It's my 1.0125 year anniversary, because it's 1 year and 1 month. It is not a special. Nothing special's happening.
Why does it feel so special, though? Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's so special because Neff is actually doing something that might not be a stock image, but it is a stock image. But we don't know yet.
What the fuck?
We don't know yet.
She's got secret surprises that she's working on.
Yeah, secrets everywhere.
Yo, Vector,
What
give me
could
the
be
recordings of the hayas. I'm gonna use them for like sound effects.
You should turn those into follower alerts or something.
Oh, that's an idea right there.
Yeah,
That's
I
a
think I'll
good
do
idea.
that.
That's an excellent idea. Good idea, Vector.
So you're doing this November 8. What time?
Probably 9 p.m. EST is when I will start.
Mark it on your calendar, Space Cadets. Make sure you show up to support.
Yeah.
Hex yeah. All right,
Vector really is just hanging out with the monster.
Well, I keep trying to find a lull that I can replace that. So let me just go in. You guys hold down the station for a sec. Don't thieve things. Yeah.
With you. Away, fiend.
Back to the darkness.
We did it, Dren. We saved the station.
Neff has what is that face, man? All these expressions I haven't seen outside of Vector
you haven't seen all
specials.
my expressions. There's one that I think I've used maybe like 2 times on stream, which is this one.
Vector's gone. Vector's not looking. Shoplift. Now's your chance.
Yeah,
There's that big bucket of candy in the back.
I gotta grab the 5 gum.
Hey, what's going on here?
Nothing, officer.
What are you punk kids up to?
Nothing.
He was so quick. Yeah, I forgot. I was so far off screen. I've got that.
Whiplash back in here, man. Oh.
Damn, he's so fast.
Check this out.
Oh.
Hey, Dragon.
Smacking into Dren.
What is it?
Love those quick movements.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god. お前はもう死んでる。
お前はもう死んでいるよ。Hey girl, let me whisper in your ear.
God, I'm so glad I'm not over there.
Quick, Vector, switch places with me.
You better watch out, man. You try that with me, I will whip out my...
Hiya.
The Hiyas are gonna come out.
Hit you with those hayas.
I'm gonna give you a drop kick and then chop you up with a chainsaw.
Ooh.
You've been missing your arm again. We won't be able to end the special for real this time.
That chainsaw actually proved to be kind of a technical issue, as it were. I'll tell you why. Because there was actually a free-to-use VTube Studio asset that was an animated chainsaw that I had wanted to use for that. I had saved it somewhere, the link to it, because okay, this will be great for the scene that I'm thinking of for the Halloween special, because I knew I wanted Neff to do that that shot where she threatens me with a chainsaw. Pretty well, like, I think the whole special was built around that doctor's office scene, because I knew I wanted to get Alpine involved. I knew we could probably swing it if I baited him with some Halloween content, and I knew I wanted Neff to close that shot with a chainsaw. So I'd found this really cool, free-to-use chainsaw model, saved it away, a link somewhere, went back to it later, couldn't find it, or it had disappeared, something like that. So I had to find a new one, sort of last minute. Turns out there was a pretty cool, like, green screen animated chainsaw, like on YouTube or something like that. So snake that, just use that, yeah. It all worked out in the end, thankfully. And look how great it turned out. You wouldn't even know.
And I got a chainsaw.
And you got a chainsaw. Don't forget, you guys, anything that happens on a Vector Spaceman animated special is canonical to a VTuber's lore. So that means that Neff has a chainsaw at all times, so you better watch out.
Yep. That's true.
Well, shit, I'm gonna have to get some spider legs now.
You're gonna have to get those spider legs. I'll send you the files. You gotta wear those around now. Yep.
Oh, man.
He's actually wearing them right now. There's model updated.
You just can't see it. Yeah, 2.0 Dragon over here. Actually, I saw a comment fly by in the chat. when that scene came up. I think Lyra really appreciated the spider legs.
That tracks.
That tracks, doesn't it? Yeah, that's on brand.
That's on point. Yep.
Oh, you know what? I missed this. Well, that chat was scrolling too fast. Kieran, with the cracked knuckles redeem, let's give it to you, bud, because I know how much everybody loves those. All right, get ready for it, guys. Here we go. We're popping it out. Here we go. Oh, that was so beautiful, though.
Oh man, it's that Halloween special stress being loosened up.
Yep. All the work is finally paid off. We can relax. We can crack
Why
our
would you redeem
thumbs.
that?
Ah, there we go.
Oh.
But it's not done yet because we got that special power elbow.
It's so bad for you.
Power
elbow, yeah.
Oh, no.
What about the other one? Ooh, that was a juicy one. Yep.
Oh god, that just sounded painful. I didn't like.
One of these days, when my actual arm does fall off because of all of that, it's good to know that we've got options. We can just call up Alpine, or we can get some other donor. I can get some spiderling leg or something like that taped onto it, and we'll all be good.
Yeah, as I was gonna say, as a fellow bag of bones, man, sometimes I do feel like my arms are just gonna like stop working one day.
But that's fine, because then you get to be a cyberpunk. Yep.
That's true. Yeah.
That is true. I actually asked a question. I don't remember where I asked, but I asked the groups like, man, if what is it, the whole Cyberlink or whatever it was, the Neuralink?
Brain chip.
Yeah, brain chip. I was like, man, if augments became real, like, would you guys do it?
Absolutely not. Under zero circumstances.
I think the worst part about it is like obsolescence. Like, you don't want to have an early brain chip that breaks down, and then you've just got, errant hardware kicking around in your head.
Well, my biggest problem with it is I don't want fucking like Bezos playing advertisements in my brain. Dude. I don't want to have to listen to like the new like fucking, I don't know, what are ads? I don't want to have to listen to ads in my fucking brain while I'm trying to sleep or shit.
Here's the great thing about the future. Here's ads, but here's the great thing about the future is you don't have to see or hear anything. They just drip a little bit of that dopamine whenever you look at the McDonald's you're driving by, and you're like, I really want McDonald's right now.
Conditioning. There you go.
Corporate hellscape. Woo!
Yeah, if you want to learn more about corporate hellscapes, tune in Sundays during Horizon Exploration.
Yeah, that's true. Dragon Run's a cyberpunk type tabletop role playing
game. Check it out because it's fucking rad.
Yeah.
Oh man, it is a very time consuming. I can't recommend anybody to spend 3 hours of your afternoon watching somebody else play D&D. Let's go.
Well, I mean.
If you enjoy it, hell.
There's a friend of mine who streams Boopbot,
and
he does nothing but D&D. That is all he streams. He has a game like every day. I don't know if he plans for it.
It's crazy.
He has a job too, so I have no idea how the fuck he does all that.
Dedication right there.
Yeah, literally.
Love of the game.
I don't know if it's dedication or an addiction, but
I guess an addiction is kind of dedication. If you spin it in a more positive way.
Strong dedication.
If you roll it a certain way.
It's all about perspective.
I'm dedicated.
Yeah. Speaking of addictions and dedication, Vector. So do you sketch in your free time, or
weird segue, but all right.
You just watch some funny clips? Because I was telling Neff, man, the one where I already forgot, but where the scientists were saying like that guy needs medication or whatever the fuck it was.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Frontier Psychiatrist, the little music video. That's a classic music video. How old is that?
It seems like an old one, but I don't think it's that old, right?
It's old-ish. I can look it up real quick. Frontier Psychiatrist.
Is it old in comparison to me?
It's made to look old. Everything is old compared to UNF.
That was my vibe, is that it looks older than it actually is. But.
Is a song by Australian electronic music group The Avalanches. It was released on 21st of August 2000, so it's actually...
2000.
Oh my god, I wasn't alive. What the hell?
Crazy.
Oh god.
But I know that video is made to look especially old as well, so that could partly play into it. But yeah, over 20 years old. Goodness gracious.
Did an archaeologist dig that shit up?
That's Vector, what do you mean?
I'm almost convinced that the video must have come out later, because I don't know if that came out at the same time. I might be a little surprised by that, because there exists very high quality copies of the video, and Everything else from, well, maybe. I don't know.
Oh, you have a fog machine
Hard
going
to
in
say.
Harbor
Yeah, we
Station.
love the fog machine here.
Oh, that's so cool.
We got our spooky backgrounds. We got everything sort of
Yeah, the
green
spooky
and
background's
haunted,
awesome.
tinted. Yeah.
Left
Oh,
the
that's
airlock
those
open.
Don't Dead open inside on
Well, I
it.
left the airlock open because I'm going to shove you guys back in there pretty soon.
Oh
But-
no.
Yeah,
Vector's
okay.
tired.
Literally showing them the door.
Wait, this is
All right.
madness.
No,
But
this
Grandpa-
is Spaceman.
No!
We're gonna get yucked.
You're going to get yucked. You're going to get hired.
Yeah, we're gonna get beyond.
All right, when you boot us out, you got to give us a hiya.
I will, I
No.
will.
Not you, Neff.
Not you,
Calm down.
Neff.
I know you're eager, but
No, I'm just getting set up because we usually don't do raids at the end of a Vector Spaceman special because they tend to go kind of late, but tonight I think we're almost wrapped up here. I think we'll probably send everybody off to say hi to some friends of the show because I know lots of people are doing special content tonight. So we'll keep this party rolling. We'll keep it moving.
before you wrap up, you should do one more shout out for the trick or treat stuff that you guys are collaborating.
We should trick or treat again. Here we go. Trick or treat. Bam. Check it in the chat. You can catch some Vector peanut butter helmet space snacks all up in your mouth. One of 12 different Halloween stream candies that you can get by checking out the Nova Swarm channel where they have linked all of the participating streamers. In fact, we can even pop that up on the tablet here real quick. Hold on, let me just do that. Let me just go ahead and switch our images and then we'll just pull it up here because it's real easy for us to do because we're professionals like this. Here we go. Bam, there it is. Any one of these trick-or-treater streamers. Everybody's heads are in the way, but Nova Swarm, Space Buffoon, Ducky, Grey Devil, Jammy, Lost Sailor at Sea, Nephistopheles, Pomato, Phantasmagoria, and of course yours truly, Vector Spaceman.
Yeah, you're already here.
A little JPEG for your collection.
I can't lower myself, so I'm just gonna put the
Yeah, just be embarrassed. There you go. No.
If I can't see you, you can't see me.
Oh, is it helmet time? Let's go. Helmet time?
Oh, nice. Everybody's got helmets. We love helmets around here. Stay safe, Space Cadets. You're gonna need that when we
When you boot
vacate
us
the
out the
airlock.
airlock?
Yes.
Yeah, true.
When we
Oh, Nev,
violently
actually-
vent you guys out of here.
Let me see Hephaestus Station, man. It's I didn't think it was gonna be here.
Yeah.
Yeah, there
That
you
was
go. You can
cool.
go take a visit. Actually, how did you like that interpretation, Neff? There's a good
It
question.
was good. I liked it. It looked like kind of exactly how I had it in my head. So
There you go.
That was great, yeah.
You gave us a
It would
little
be.
sort of description, and I tried to work as best I could off of that. Only problem is it's very spaceman-y in its illustration style. So.
Yeah.
That's appropriate for Neff. Neff is just gonna have pieces from everyone in her channel.
Actually,
Yeah, I just
the,
mooch up other streamers.
Yeah.
the
We'll
interior
get-
for Hephaestus Station was actually some leftover scenes from the original Harbor Station. You might have
I knew
noticed
it
it
looked
had
familiar.
the same coloration.
It
Yeah.
looks
Yeah.
really familiar.
Little suspicious. I also like how it's 50 times the size of Harbor Station.
That might just be perspective, but also you're probably right.
Oh, perspective, maybe. But Neff is so tall. I mean, Neff
You
can
need
barely fit in
space,
Harbor
that's true.
Station.
That's true.
Yeah, it does need to be really big so I can fit.
Massive person over here.
You have to fit so much in there. You have to fit me, my ego. You know, there's a lot.
Arguably, the ego takes up the most space, right?
All your stores of rat poison and razor blades. It's a lot.
Yeah,
my
just
shrine to 5 gum.
Yeah.
Your 3 warehouses of 5 gum.
The choosing.
Yeah, literally. The choose.
Well, I went and I gave a shout out for Neff in the chat. Unfortunately, Dragon over here is only accessible via the YouTube, so we don't really have a
custom
link
chat command
ready for him off the go.
Don't worry about it.
But you can check him out
We're
over on
throwing out
YouTube as well. That's Dragon Durant, also known as the Yasuhiro0088 channel.
Yeah.
Real easy to find. And he does
So
streams
easy.
all the time, often with Neff as well, so you'll get to catch these two chums all over the place. And of course, we'll get to see them back on the show in the near future because we're going to be hanging out with the Hive Core, the Project Hive Core members, coming next week when we return to regularly scheduled streaming. In fact, we might get back to that as early as tomorrow. We might boot up another stream for a little bit of Rocket League or something like that, because I know we had folks like Buffy and Soul and Kieran who were asking us to get back into that sort of stuff. So we may take a little lazy Sunday stream, sort of nothing fancy, just ease ourselves back into regularly scheduled programming.
Sunday Rocket League.
Sunday, indeed.
Well, you got anything else coming up, Vector?
Nothing special until, I suppose, mid to late December. That's when we're going to be aiming for the Vector Spaceman Christmas special that we were talking about, and hopefully we'll get to see Neff and Dragon on there in some capacity as well.
Yeah.
Moonbase. Oh, that's right. You guys might be doing some Moonbase.
Oh, that's right. Next week we're going to be playing some Moonbase Alpha with Neff and also Soul and also some other members of the Project Hive Core. It's going to be great. We're going to AU all over the place. We're going to football. We're going to John Madden, and maybe we'll get some tasks done as well, some space tasks.
Yeah. Football.
Football.
All right, and that's my sign to leave.
All right. What about you two? Anything you want to plug? Anything you want to promote before we toss you out of here?
For myself, go check out Neff's 1 year special.
That's right. Don't forget Neff's special coming up.
Oh God.
Oh man, it's gonna be a week from
Stop.
Yeah.
Tuesday. A week from Tuesday.
Listen. It's taken up our Neff Quest Tuesday, so I'm gonna already be there, and because I'm gonna be there, everyone's gonna be there. So Neff, you gotta buckle up and get ready. Let's go.
Kieran says I have super high hopes for the Neff special. Everybody, it's a lot of pressure now, Neff. You're gonna have to deliver something crazy.
We gotta hype how bad it's gonna be. Everyone,
I can't wait. It's gonna be.
I'm gonna disappoint everyone.
It's gonna be a whole new Neff Quest, basically. It's gonna be
guest invites
groundbreaking.
are written on toilet paper.
2.0 model.
Right.
There's no model.
The Neff .0 model.
God.
As Abiel says, people are saying it's going to be the biggest special of the millennium. I believe it.
That clearly can't be true because the Vector Spaceman Christmas special is coming. So, you know.
Well, yours can be the special of the millennium before that, and then I can
I see.
a month later. We can make that happen. We can make that work.
All right.
Yeah. So November 8th, be there for that. And then outside of that, just keep your eyes out on the socials for Project Hive Core. I think for myself, I don't really have a whole lot of announcements outside of the regular streaming that I do. But my thoughts are going towards this Project Hive Core effort to try to find ways to make cool ideas come to life. And hopefully we'll find a way to get some traction to make that happen. So Project Hive Core, #, whatever Twitter uses, Project Hive Core. Keep an eye out for it, and then maybe see who's floating and orbiting that space. Let's go.
Yeah, we'll be tuned in to some more Project Hive Core stuff next week as well. We'll probably take a day and visit the server and see how everybody is doing. So keep an eye out over on the socials, you guys. Our schedule is going to be posted on Twitter probably tomorrow or the next day. You can follow Vector Spaceman there, as well as over on YouTube and right here on Twitch, so you can always stay up to date on all the happenings vis-a-vis the Vector Spaceman and friends. All right, Dragon and Neff, thank you so much for joining us yet again, for being a part of this lovely animated special. I know I had a fun time. I hope everybody else did. I think it all paid off in the end. It was well worth it. We'll get to enjoy these in perpetuity once they go up on YouTube tomorrow or the day after. So look out for that, Space Cadets. We'll be posting it up there pretty shortly.
Yeah, let me know when it's up so I can link it to our reaction clip.
Yes, lovely. The Vector Spaceman supercut. That's what we need. I need to spend more time doing editing.
Oh no, we gotta find editors. Who wants to be our editor for Hive Core?
Now accepting applications for unpaid editors. We don't want to do the work, and frankly, we'd rather somebody else did.
But unlike other editors, you'll get added to credits properly.
That's right. We'll put your name somewhere.
Yeah, we'll
That's almost as good as money.
Almost as good as being paid. It's exposure.
Yes.
Wait, you guys are getting paid?
Well, thank you, Vector, for having us on and for having us as part of the special. It was a super good time.
Indeed. All right.
Well done.
Everybody, let's give a big Harbor Station farewell to Dragon and Neff. Let's push them back into the airlock. There they go. Bye-bye, you guys. Bing bong. Bye. See you later. All right, you guys. Let's sit back out here. Zip. Oh, come on. We always mess these things up. Where is the toggle? There we go. Excellent. All right, Space Cadets. Don't dead alive inside. Yes, Kieran, you're a man of culture. You understand these things. What is not clear about that message? All right, you guys. that's the end of our latest Vector Spaceman animated special, the Halloween and first year anniversary special. I think we all learned something special tonight. Things about Spaceman, things about friends, things about streaming, what we're looking forward to doing next year, this coming year, I should say. But for now, we are going to call it a night. Let me get things set up here. We're going to do something a little unusual for a special. We're actually going to go and raid some of the folks who appeared in the special. We're going to go say hi to the Game Grotto, Meg and Dawn. They're playing some games with other friends of the channel, of their channel, and some folks that we know as well. We're going to go say hi. Don't forget to give them a big Harbor Station hello. Say nice things once we get over there. Vector, yes, Soul, something to say before we take off for the night? You slipped up before about being Canadian. Oh, why's that? Why's that? What tipped you off? I know Soul was probably the most, I guess the most observant in his suspicions that Vector Spaceman might be Canadian. But what was your clue? My birthday invitation? Oh, because it fell on Canadian Thanksgiving. Is that why? And I said I wasn't going to be available. Now I don't know if that was going to be, you know, how do you say, like cemented evidence, but it was definitely a clue. It was definitely a clue. So good observation there, Soul. All right, you guys. Yeah, concrete evidence. Let's see. Concrete evidence. Yes, Neff. I realized that I just messed up that as I was trying to handle like 3 different things at once here. All right, I've spent too much time working on this special. I'm all worn out. We're going to send you guys on over to the Game Grotto channel. Space Cadets, I want to thank each and every one of you who tuned in tonight for the big show, wherever and whenever you are. For those who are here with us for the whole broadcast, thank you so much. For those catching us after the show, I hope you enjoyed the experience. It's been an absolute pleasure putting these things together, and I hope we get to do plenty more in the future. Stay tuned for more news about the Vector Spaceman Christmas special going to be coming up in the next few months, that's for sure. Now, Space Cadets, until we see one another again, no matter what life throws your way, good luck and Godspeed. This is Vector Spaceman signing off. Now stick around for the raid because we're about to send you off for some more great content for your evening. Take care, everybody, and we'll see you again real soon.